Hello my fragrance friends. Today I'm doing a video about the note of banana. Why? Because it's quite popular at the moment. There are releases popping up that have a predominant banana note to them. I think it's going to be a bit of a trend that's going to be happening in the gourmand space. And are there any that are good? That's the real question. I've tried a few. I've got 3 that I'm going to talk about today, and I can tell you I'm struggling with finding my perfect banana fragrance. Some people hate the smell of banana, so obviously these are not going to be for you. But I love banana ice cream, banana milk, banana custard. That kind of banana I think is really delicious. Spoiler alert, I can't find something that actually smells like that yet, but I'll talk you through what I have tried. Let's start with the recent release that a lot of people are talking about. This is by Lataffa. It is Eclaire Banoffi. So I have the original Eclaire by Lataffa, and what I get from it is very different from what other people get from it. It's supposed to be a caramel, vanilla-y, very sort of creamy gourmand. I get this sort of nuttiness or some sharpness to it. I think it's from the ingredient of coumarin. Some people that sort of doesn't sit well with their body chemistry, and I am one of those people. Now I can tell you by reading the box of this, you can't smell, coumarin's not a note, but it does contain coumarin. So I'm wondering if my odd perception of what I get from this is because of that. I'm not too sure, but I've seen a lot of great reviews about Eclaire Banoffi, and I think if you find the original to be really creamy, really caramel, vanilla gooiness, and you love it, you might like this one, but something turns weird on me personally. I've also let this sit for about a month. I have tried it periodically. So if you're screaming at the screen going, it needs to macerate, it needs to mature, it needs to settle, I've done that. It's been settling since I first got it, which I got it as soon as it launched. I think there may be one thing that has changed slightly, which I'll talk about, but I don't think this is developing in any particular way of note. So the note structure of this, there's banana and dulce de leche in the top notes, there's vanilla and whipped cream in the mid notes, and there's praline, biscuit and musk in the base notes. One thing I have learnt about banana fragrances is that the banana can dissipate pretty quickly. This is a fairly strong one, I'm going to say, so this one actually does last probably better than the other ones I've tried. But what I have also realized is that when you look at a fragrance with banana in it, make sure you like the base notes, because that's what's going to be ultimately what you're left with quite predominantly. So sometimes you'll go, okay, I've got a floral fragrance and it's got vanilla in the base notes, and as it wears down, I can sort of smell them both. With some bananas, like the banana will entirely go and then you're left with the base notes. With this one, I get musk, and I get a funny musk. I get like this lactonic sort of salty musk. So I don't get this sort of caramel, biscuity creaminess. I understand where the lactonic is coming from, but I think it's a bit of an artificial, icky one on me personally. I've seen a lot of people describe this as going to be a great summer fragrance. I don't think I could ever wear this in summer because it's just going to smell like weird body odor on me and go a little bit cloying. I think for me, this has to be a winter fragrance. And so far with me testing it, and I've tried it like a dozen times, the only way I can enjoy this is layering it with like a caramel or something else that brings more sweetness, because on me, it has this sharp sort of alcohol banana, artificial banana opening, which is not bad, but then it really settles down to this sort of musk that is very, very reminiscent to me of Her Confession. So Her Confession has tuberose, it's lactonic, it's musky. That gave me a migraine, like I couldn't handle it. This has some of that in it. Now it's not strong, it's not like the main dominant, it's not a Her Confession 2.0, but for me I actually think this would make more sense if it was a banana Her Confession than a banana Eclaire, because I actually don't get much of the Eclaire DNA. I actually get more of that tuberosy, creamy musk that I got from the sort of Blanche Bette inspirations. Now, this is not headache inducing, so if you found tuberose is a headache trigger for you, like it was me, this doesn't give me a headache. It just sits funny on my skin, and it doesn't smell like it's all that well blended, and it doesn't actually smell to me like a gourmand. To me, it smells just like a slightly icky musk. It's odd. So to me, this is like a sweet, sweaty musk with some banana notes in it, especially at the start. It doesn't project very far, luckily, so I can't smell it here. So you have to really get close. But overspraying this and spraying it on my clothes, I can imagine you'll get to the point of being like not very pleasant smelling. So there's something about this that just doesn't jive with me and jive with my nose, but other people really love it. So I would recommend smelling it in store or getting a sample before you buy it. When I did say that this has like matured slightly, I think that tuberose note has mellowed down a little bit, but it doesn't stop this from being a predominantly lactonic salty musk on me with a bit of artificial sweetness thrown in. It's odd. I don't love it. That's it. But luckily, because it is fairly mild and it's not a strong projecting fragrance, it layers very nicely. So I can use it. I don't love it. If I had someone in my life that's like, oh my God, I want to try that, I'll be like, take it. Just take it and enjoy it, because it's not for me. The first banana fragrance that I tried was actually this one here. And this is more of a niche brand. I got it secondhand. I took a risk with it. It isn't my favorite fragrance. It's not going to be a signature scent by any means, but I do think it is a nicer offering than Eclaire Banoffi on me anyway. This is Banabread, and it's an extrait de parfum, and it's by, I think it's Elena Lanzano. So this is more of like a banana bread, you can tell by the name, banana bread type fragrance. To me, this has more of a realistic banana scent. So it smells a bit more like ripened mashed bananas that you put into baking. This is a good example of the banana dissipating fairly quickly and leaving behind this sort of spicy cake smell. Top notes in this are banana, middle notes are cinnamon and hazelnut, base notes are chocolate, brown sugar, and vanilla. But it does give you, on my skin, I get more of the cinnamon and a bit of the nuttiness, which does give almost like a banana muffin smell. On card, I get a lot more of the chocolate and the brown sugar. But on both, the banana is the first thing to dissipate. But this is an interesting one. So if you prefer spicier fragrances and you want banana in like a cakey, spicy, warm muffin, this is one you might want to check out. For me, I like it probably the most out of these that I've got, but this is probably more suited to me as like a candle. It's not something I want to smell like often, but again, this is an easy one to layer. You could layer this with a chocolate scent. You can layer it with a caramel scent. You can layer it with a vanilla to bring that out a little bit more. But this is more of what I would consider a true gourmand, whereas the last one to me, it was a bit of a mess. The last one that I have with me is Bujairami Oh Na Na. This is an interesting one. Now, if you want candy banana, this is the one I would recommend. So this is definitely banana muffin, banana cake. This is just a mix of odd. This one is candy banana and just like mixed lolly bag. Bujairami is a dupe brand. So this was actually inspired by a fragrance that I'll put on the screen. The notes of that fragrance, which this is replicated with, is top notes banana, whipped cream, and orange. The middle notes banana leaf, clover, and then the base notes vanilla and white rum. I don't get that from this at all. I get, to me, I'm just going to put two things on the screen. It opens with lolly bananas, and then you get lolly pineapples mixing in with the two. So this is not lactonic. It's not cake-like. It's not supposed to be banana custard, banana bread. This to me smells like a bag of mixed lollies that you get at the milk bar. And the thing, I think that actually the opening I like more than the other two. I think it is fun. And if you're a gourmand sort of lolly candy lover, this is one that you're going to want to try. But I find that this dissipates so quickly and it ends up just smelling like a mixed bag of lollies. So it does, the banana dissipates very quickly. The fruitiness that I smell as being like a pineapple lolly, but in the notes, I guess it's an orange, that dissipates really quickly and just smells like this very, very soft candy scent, which is fine, but there's not much to it. The way I personally would use this is layering it again. So if I had like a vanilla and I wanted to add some fruity banana, this is where I'd go. Or if I want to bring back some of the banana in one of these, again, just refresh it with this. It brings back that fruitiness. It's not overly complex. It is fun, but it just disappears too quickly on me. But it's a fun one. And if you were really after that banana lolly vibe, like banana Nesquik, this is probably where you'd want to go, but it does lean more candy rather than creamy. Bujairami also does a dupe for Born to Stand Out Nanatopia. Now, I've tried Nanatopia in store. It was actually quite nice. I'll have the notes of Nanatopia on the screen. I did really like this one. Again, I think the issue with this one for me was it's quite an expensive fragrance and the banana does dissipate pretty quickly. So it leaves you with the spiciness, the bready, the rum, the base notes, which is fine. I think it was very pleasant. I might check out the Bujairami dupe for it, but I feel like I've bananaed out. I still haven't been able to find my perfect banana sort of banana ice cream, banana milkshake fragrance. I think this is the closest to what is promised, and for me it didn't hit. But I think banana is a note that we're going to see a lot more in the gourmand world. And that's just my take of what I've tried so far. So I obviously haven't found my perfect banana fragrance yet, and it might not even exist. Now, what I would say is that banana is such a sort of hit and miss scent that I wouldn't recommend blind buying something that's predominantly banana scented. But would I repurchase any of these if I use them up? And the answer is probably no. This one is on the chopping block to go because it just doesn't work for me. These two are nice, but this one just doesn't last long enough. I had this on this morning and within an hour it became a skin scent that just smelled like generic fruit candy, which is fine, that's fun. But if it was a bit stronger, I'd go, okay, yeah, this is probably, there's something to it. Smelling like a banana muffin is cool, but it's not something I want to do every day. But I think if I was to repurchase any, it'd probably be this one because you can sort of go to town on it and just have this nice sort of sweet, fruity banana scent without it being too obnoxious. But none of these are the banana that I'm after just yet. So yeah, I'm going to keep an eye out, but I'm not going to blind buy any more bananas because they're just too risky. Let me know if you like banana fragrances or if you hate them, if you've tried any that are amazing. There's going to be a lot of people that have tried this and disagree with me and say it's amazing, don't listen to Kat. Look, we all have different skin chemistry, different noses, and this one just didn't work for me. It is what it is. But let me know your experiences with banana fragrances because it will help other people on their journey to finding the right one for them or avoiding it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.